Welcome to the Future of Work podcast, where we explore the dynamics of learning and talent development. Today's episode is all about navigating the S-curve of learning, a framework that sheds light on the stages of mastering a new skill. I'm your host, Thomas, and we'll be diving into the phases of frustration, competence, plateaus, and ultimately, mastery. The S-curve is a useful framework for understanding the different stages of learning a new skill. As proficiency grows, it often follows an S-shaped trajectory, with distinct phases of learning frustration, gradual competence, and finally mastery. Recognizing your current position on this curve can help you navigate the challenges of each stage. The early phase is frequently one of frustration. The complexity of the new skill can feel overwhelming. Mistakes are common and it's tempting to give up. However, with focused practice, you can push through this initial discomfort. As competence slowly improves, you move into a phase of growing capability. Skills start to feel more automatic and confidence builds. Eventually, you may reach a plateau where progress stalls. Deliberate effort is then required to achieve true mastery, where skills become intuitive. Understanding these phases allows you to properly calibrate your expectations. Mastery is not achieved instantly, but through consistent engagement with the learning process. Patience and persistence during the frustration stage enables essential progress. Let's explore each of these phases in more detail. The frustration phase. The frustration phase often occurs when first learning a complex new skill. The amount of information and nuances can feel overwhelming. Lack of competence leads to making frequent mistakes which can be demoralizing. The difficulty and discomfort may tempt you to give up prematurely. However, this frustration phase is a normal part of the learning process. Pushing past it and continuing deliberate practice leads to increased competency over time. Reframing mistakes as feedback and focusing on small wins can help sustain motivation in this critical initial stage. Moving towards competence. As you put in hours of dedicated practice, you gradually move from feeling frustrated to developing growing competence. This middle phase involves identifying your weakest areas and analyzing errors to correct them. With this targeted refinement, your skills slowly improve. Small signs of progress start to accumulate. You make fewer mistakes and can perform basic tasks with increasing ease. Seeing these incremental gains helps boost confidence and momentum. Your overall capability steadily improves as skills become more automatic. Reaching a plateau. After the rapid improvements of early learning, you often reach a temporary plateau in development. Progress starts to level off and you may feel stuck at an intermediate skill level. Avoiding complacency and frustration at this stage requires addressing two key challenges. First, you need focused, deliberate practice specifically targeting your weaknesses. No longer can you improve just by putting in more general time. Second, you must push yourself outside your comfort zone with new challenges and techniques. This combination of deep practice and novel growth opportunities allows you to break through the plateau. Pushing past plateaus. Plateaus can feel demoralizing after rapid initial gains. However, many experts argue they are essential for reaching mastery. By continuing to refine skills and build knowledge, you eventually push through these temporary stalls. Deliberate practice outside your comfort zone is crucial for progress. Seek out challenges beyond your current capability. Be relentless in identifying and addressing weaknesses. Small failures in attempting new things provides essential feedback for improvement. This process develops the intuitions and skills needed for genuine mastery. Pairing focused repetition with exploration and analysis enables you to continue improving over time. Perseverance and patience is key. Achieving mastery. Mastery represents the stage where execution becomes largely automatic and intuitive. Skills are thoroughly internalized, allowing fluid, elegant performance. You can adeptly handle complex challenges and innovating becomes natural. Yet mastery is not a final end point. True experts continue honing their craft through lifelong learning. There are always new subtleties to understand and skills to develop. Even at advanced levels, deliberate practice and pushing boundaries remains essential. The S-curve does not have a single peak, but rather a series of ascents. Each stage of new learning begins in frustration before reaching temporary mastery. Recognizing these phases allows you to navigate the journey with motivation and patience. In conclusion, learning follows the S-curve trajectory: frustration, competence, plateaus, and mastery. Recognizing your current position allows for appropriate expectations and focus. Embrace the early frustration, persist despite mistakes, address weaknesses as competence grows, and push past plateaus by expanding your comfort zone. True mastery involves lifelong improvement through deliberate practice. Patience and persistence through each phase ultimately enable growth. Learning follows a common S-curve trajectory of frustration, growing competence, plateaus, and mastery. Recognizing your current position allows appropriate expectations and focus. Early frustration is natural, persist despite mistakes. As competence increases, targeted practice addresses weaknesses, push past plateaus by expanding your comfort zone. True mastery involves lifelong improvement through deliberate practice. Patience and persistence through each phase ultimately enables growth. Thank you for joining us on this episode of The Future of Work podcast. Stay tuned for more insights into the ever-evolving landscape of learning and skill development. Until next time, this is Thomas Academy, signing off.